Hello and welcome back to the Little Scale Cars YouTube channel. Today in the review box we have the Hot Wheels Ford Escort RS Cosworth from the 2023 Boulevard lineup. So this is an all-new casting. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at it and see if it is worth adding to your collections. So as always, let's go ahead and get started by taking a closer look at our casting itself. So we can just see real closely that this is very nicely proportioned. Nothing looks out of place or wonky or anything like that. Really looks quite nice. We will go ahead and pop the real life car in the corner there so you can kind of compare the two. Now, when we get into the casting itself here, we will see that this metal, or this giant wing thing is actually metal, and it is supported by this piece here, which is also metal, which is actually really surprising. I was really expecting this to be a piece of plastic, but it's not. It's metal. It's, as far as I can tell, casted out of the main body, which that is really nice and looks really good. Big fan of the way that they ended up doing that. Continue on with the casting. So everything is metal pretty much. There's not really a lot of plastic on the exterior of the car. This splitter section here is a piece of the base. The exhaust is built into the base. We do get mirrors on this casting. And then all of our little, there's just a lot of casted in detail. So these right here are casted in and textured. These up here casted in. This little antenna casted in. All together just came out really nice. Inside the casting there, you can see that there's a roll cage with the interior, and it came out looking really good. And just overall, the casting itself has got a lot of really crisp details on it. Going into the paint and deco. So this livery that they went with is really good looking, in my opinion. It's actually highly reminiscent of a real life livery that this car ran with. It's missing a few sponsors, namely the mobile one, but it has the big one. But overall, obviously being a Hot Wheel, it's never going to perfectly replicate a livery, but this is really close. And I also think it was probably one of the better choices that they could have gone with, just because it goes so well with the other recent, Ford rally cars that Premium has gotten. And, yeah, overall, really good first choice for the casting deco to get. So, moving into our details, we've already gone over the casted in details, but tampos up front, we do have headlights. We do get a Ford logo. We get all these grills and other little things up here. Two big reflectors, whatever this red thing's meant to be. Just overall looking really good. Coming down the sides, we will see that our wheels, this is the perfect choice for the wheel. We don't get the little logos that the real life car had there, but that is highly understandable. Once again, the interior, we did mention that it has these roll cages inside, but just the actual interior itself is more detailed. You can't really tell from the video, but this is more detailed than the average interior that a Hot Wheels model gets, at least from what I can see. Making our way to the rear, we do get the kind of Escort RS Cosworth writing, lettering, badging up there. We do get a Ford badge here, and then some Team Ford, and we do get beautiful taillights as well. Our license plate area is actually a piece of the base, so there's no second rivet in the back here, and instead it kind of pops back up into here to hold it into place, which is really nice. That's a cool way to engineer it, in my opinion. And then we did mention that it does have exhaust. The exhaust just comes out the side there. So overall, looking really nice. Moving into our roll test, it should be no surprise that it rolls extremely smooth, being a Hot Wheels Premium model. I went ahead and put it on the scale, and it came out to be 52.86 grams. So it has a really nice heft to it as well. Moving into our pros and cons. The biggest pro for me with this casting is just the way the casting is engineered. So the lack of a second rivet and that coming back up into here looks really good. The fact that the wing is actually a piece of the main body and actually just metal I'm not sure how exactly they did that, but it looks so nice that it's not plastic there. It just blends in seamlessly. It looks great. And then the other big pro that I would give is the details. And so not just the tampo details that we've just gone over, but also just the casted in details, like up top here, all that casted in, looking really good, texturized, just overall very, very nice in the details. Cons, there's really only the one con that I can really come up with here, and that is similar with the Miata that we recently reviewed. It is that this is a Boulevard exclusive at the moment casting. So this casting debuted in Boulevard and so far has not seen a second release. And so that is always a big bummer because Boulevard is such a pain to try to find. For some quick size comparisons, here we have it with some other Ford rally cars you might have in your collection, with the Hot Wheels Ford RS 200 and the Mini GT Ford Puma Rally. And here we have it with some other famous rally cars you might have in your collection, with the same car from Matchbox from a much older time frame, and the Lancia Delta Integrale, from Hot Wheels. So with all of that out of the way, it is now time to give my overall opinions on this one and give it its final score, which is going to come out to be a 9.4 out of 10. So I did already have the Matchbox casting of this car, which was significantly older. Not sure when that casting came out, but a long time ago. And I can say that this one, while I was very much looking forward to it, it wasn't one I felt like I really needed, since I did quite like that old Matchbox casting. But this one blows that old casting out of the water, which I'm very happy to see, because it shows that we really have come quite a long ways with what Mattel can do with their casting and their engineering and all of that in that time span. Overall, I am just very, very impressed with it in every little aspect of the release itself. Once again, though, I am very bummed that it was Boulevard. I mean, I had to have this one shipped to me from someone on Instagram, and you know, that kind of just comes with the territory of Boulevard. You're going to have to pretty much look other places than Walmart stores itself. I'm not sure why Hot Wheels can't figure out how to get proper distribution of the Boulevard line, but it is what it is. I would say if you are hyped for this one, that this is definitely one that would be still worth tracking down. However, I still wouldn't say that it's probably worth more than spending $10-ish on, because there is a good chance that it will be re-released in this deco at some point down the line, whether it's in a box set or a Target 2-pack or something like that. However, that does not mean that you should not be looking forward to getting this one or seeking this one out if you can find it at a good price, because it is absolutely fantastic. From what I've seen, the people that were able to find this one in stores, seems like this was one of the easier ones of the particular Boulevard wave to find. So it was definitely slept on, and it was unfairly slept on, I think. It's phenomenal. I highly recommend it to anyone who's a fan of rally racing or anyone who's just a fan of motorsport in general, just because the car is so unique looking, and this really is a great representation of it. And that is all I have for this review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and leave a comment down below telling me what your thoughts are on this particular model, and I will see you in the next video.